Hello and welcome to Rostrum Roundup. My name's Martin Farrer and I have two of my other colleagues here with me today, Mr. Adam McDonald on my right and Peter Maraker on my left. The idea of Rostrum Roundup, viewers, is to showcase up to 9 items per week that we see coming through our busy auction house here, Lawsons Auctioneers in Leichhardt in the heart of Sydney. We're all very different people with all very different tastes. So I'll throw to Adam first. Adam?
All right, Marty, first one up for me is this beaut little Roma projector. Comes with the film along with it. Now, the best thing about this is the box of slides that come with it. Now, all these slides are of early Sydney. So there's ones I was looking at before. There's one of early Luna Park with North Sydney swimming pool. So just looking at them, for me, the best thing about them is looking at the changes from Sydney. My estimate on this thing is probably only 150, 200. But I wouldn't bat an eyelid if it's up at 400. So that's my first pick. Great little thing. Someone would have been at Grandma's house, would have collected them.
Is it a movie projector?
It's like a movie. It's like an early movie projector, so that you've got the film. The film comes out here.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay.
And yeah, you put it in there. You turn the slide, and then away you go.
But anything relating to Sydney has to be a draw card.
I would agree, but I think I can top that. And it's what we call a Santos figure from Spain. And these would have adorned a part of a church somewhere. I love this figure. It's got to be mid-18th century, I'd imagine.
What's on the bottom? There's the ghoulish figure, face painted on the bottom.
I reckon it's a picture of the devil. I think they're absolutely fantastic. Detail in the paintwork, etc.
Original dome? No.
I very much doubt it. You're going to hate me for this, but I'm going to say 8 to 1200.
I don't hate you for it. I just don't believe you.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know you both do. Anyway, my conservative estimate is $8 to $1,200, ladies and gents. So over to you, Peter. What have you brought to us?
I've gone outside my normal comfort zone, selected an Australian artist, Lawrence, who is a well-known abstract artist, does usually fairly desert-looking landscapes.
Futuristic landscapes, aren't they?
I would say desolate. You say futuristic, I would say desolate. Because he does.
And desolate.
Okay, all right. We'll split the difference. It's a fairly early work by him.
Right.
An estimate, yes, I think 4 to 600.
4 to 600?
4 to 600, yes. Very much lower than his usual price range.
Well, it must be a very early work because his later works sell in the region of $20,000 to $30,000.
But are also much larger works, and he's changed
and
his
a lot
style.
Different.
Yes, yeah. It looks like he's gone for Monet there a little bit.
Well, thank you. And what have you got now?
Next one is this lovely looking piece of machinery here.
I'm in love.
And it is I'd say it's close to maybe 1910, maybe 1920, a TNT detonator. It just reminds you of the old Roadrunner cartoons.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've spent my life being Wile E. Coyote, Kaboom and all that sort of stuff. But it's just a beautiful thing. I think it's got $500 in it every day.
What do you do with it?
Doesn't matter. You
I
buy
think it's fantastic. You know what I'd do with that?
You'd turn it into a lamp.
I would.
Absolutely. We all know this.
I'd lamp it.
But, I mean, being in this game for so long, have you ever seen one before?
No, never.
I've never seen one come through the rooms. To me, that makes it quite special.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to pip that, Adam, but it's pretty damn close. This is an electrocution device. So you hold on to these two, whatever you might call them, these two bars here.
Probes.
Connect them to the positive and the negative, much like you see on here.
Bit like this.
And then twirl that around. Makes a lovely noise. And the faster you go, the higher the pulse. I've given myself a go. It's not pleasant at all. It puts out a decent voltage, I can tell you what. Anyway, I would imagine this is turn of the century, Edwardian, maybe late Victorian. But it's so unique. I don't think I've ever seen one, to be honest. What we think it's worth, well, it's got to be 700 to 900, something like that. It has absolutely no practical use other than to bring out after a dinner party. But anyway, so that's my number 2. So Peter, what have you got in store for us for number 2?
Again, a painting, this time by a Australian woman artist by the name of Violet McInnes, who was the wife of William McInnes. Right. Both equally well known. And I think it's a beautiful traditional work, beautiful details and colours.
Estimate, Pete, what do you think?
About 1,000 to 2,000.
Really?
Yes.
Adam, number 3.
Now, my number 3 is something very close to my heart. It's the old chain link letterbox.
Oh, no.
Now, I know how Marty loves this sort of gear.
Oh.
To me, it's just...
I don't think I have, no.
To me, it's just classic Australian kitsch garden furniture.
Kitsch with a capital K.
Now, this one's a bit rusty, but, you know, a lick of white paint, I think it'll just look fantastic, you know, and very hard to find these days.
Who's going to buy that?
Not sure.
Apart from yourself.
Could end up with number 79 on the front very soon. I don't think it's going to get a lot of money, maybe $80, $120.
Yeah,
but it's not about that. I just find it an interesting piece.
My number 3 this week will be a Bundy clock. The idea of a Bundy clock in the old days was to capture when the staff came into work and capture when they went out to lunch and when they came back in from lunch and when they left at the end of the day, and they'd have a simple card that they'd be able to pick out from the wall, punch it in, that would have their name on it, put it back in the card file, and then the accountant at the end of the week would run through them all and tally up how much money should be paid to that particular employee.
So it could be used, you could just put it in the home as a clock?
Oh, absolutely. It's a fully functioning clock. I think it's even got a chime to it as well.
Yeah, right.
So a good looking piece. I would imagine 12 to 1500.
Probably handy to have one around here, you think?
He's got an eye on it already.
The way you float in and out.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Okay, so I've picked a Persian Qashqai wool carpet.
Right.
Vintage, which is why I like it. It still has the old colours and patterns
Hold
to
on,
it.
vintage, what does that mean?
That means with carpets they're damn hard to date, so it covers a lot of sins.
Right.
And let's say maybe 50 years plus.
Yep, fair enough.
Maybe not quite antique, but certainly getting in the right direction.
What's it worth? What's the money?
Very modest money. Estimate of only a mere $100 to $200.
Cool. Okay, so that's it for Rostrum Roundup this week. You've seen our 9 picks of the week, but go to our website, lawsons.com.au. There's 1,991 other items to look at this week. Over 2,000 items usually every week. Every Thursday and Friday we sell here in our rooms. You can see the full catalogue online with pictures also. Interesting to come back next week and see what these items actually did sell for. All the best with your bidding, and we'll see you next week.